up, YouTube family? Exposing the corruption here in North Carolina. So here's kind of where we're at. So I have submitted FOIA requests for all the public information regarding the principal, the fifth grade teacher, the school resource officer at South Toe Elementary. What I have gotten is a denied request. So I submitted the second request. I have not heard back on. I got a response, but I haven't gotten any actual information on that. So we are currently waiting on them to deny that FOIA request. And I am taking that. I'm going to walk that over to the civil rights attorney here in North Carolina, let them look at it, and then we'll proceed with civil litigation for denying public information. Now, when it comes to the school, all right, so my children used to be enrolled in Yancey County schools. I yanked them out of Yancey County schools and I put them in Mitchell County schools. So in Yancey County schools, my son had been out of school from October of last year until March of this year. Well, they put him back in January for an hour a day, all leading up to like 2 hours a day. And they did no schoolwork with him. It was all behavioral. There was no education whatsoever. They had a class trip he wasn't invited on because of his behaviors. Basically, they robbed him of his fifth grade experience. And they have an alternative program. It's called a Caring Alternative. Sorry, I got a text message. Anyway, we moved him into Mitchell County schools. And we had clear-cut communication. We had teachers, calling, and he was still on homebound, so we're still doing, everything on the computer at home. And oh my God, the difference. They communicate. They keep you informed. Like, if you're moving to this area and you have a child with special needs, let me just highly recommend, do not move to Yancey County. And if you do move to Yancey County, get school choice. Go talk to Miss Young at Bowman Middle. God, what is the elementary teacher's name? I forget. But go to Mitchell County Schools. I promise you, you will get better results. Now, they have him in the day treatment program. We are at the end of the school year, and they just got him in. So he is in for the rest of this year, the rest of the summer. And then he's going to repeat fifth grade. Next year, he's going to be held back because he didn't go to fifth grade. So we are essentially holding my son back, but it's for his benefit. It's going to benefit him the most. So here's where the corruption comes in. Yancey County has shut me down at every single step of trying to get public information, trying to find out why they discriminated against my child. And what I found out is shocking. So, the principal of South Toe Elementary School just got her master's. This is the very first school that she is a principal of. And her and the fifth grade teacher are best friends. They are inseparable. And to ensure that she had a smooth first year, they had to run off the children that were giving them problems. She didn't want to deal with it because she didn't know how. So her inexperience led to her discriminating against my child. Now, they took a drawing that was drawn at home and they criminalized it. So they took free speech and criminalized free speech. It was not a threat. So now I have a case against the Yancey County Sheriff's Office. So I'm going to file a FOIA there, and I will file if I have to, I'll file civil litigation against them for taking something that was not a criminal offense and turning it into a criminal offense to criminalize an 11-year-old. That's what this county does. They criminalize children for the benefit of the adults that don't want to deal with them so they can get them out of their school district. That's what you have to look forward to when you come to Yancey County. So, what I recommend is don't fucking move here. It is an absolute shit show. You don't want to be a part of this. You don't want this kind of corruption in your family and the amount of heartache and suffering they put on these children. that have, my son, he's bipolar. My daughter, she's ADHD. They don't want children like that. They want the normal, the well-groomed, the ones that have money. That's what they want here. They don't want, if you're poor or if you're middle class and you're trying to do what's right and you don't qualify for benefits, they don't want you here. They don't want your kind here. Why? Well, because you're like me and you make noise and you stand up for your kids and you stand up for what's right, and they can't stand that. And number one reason they don't want you here, especially if you're like me and you record them, you hold them accountable, and they don't like accountability at all. None of them around here like accountability. So I'm hoping this week to get out there and I'll actually start recording cops, especially if I get pulled over for my windshield. And you'll definitely see some 5-0 recording here in the very near future. But with that, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one.